Subgroup. Justin, thank you for prompting. Super early. Wish I had gotten that time to get to that quicker, but that's okay. So, Justin asked four questions of us, and I'm going to focus on the fourth and final question, which Justin challenged us to look at Harper and Quay, chapter 5, at the end of the book that talked about strategies for inclusiveness and in what ways we can be inclusive to other groups, and this one focuses on religious groups. Um, so, one of the things I thought of is that Valdosta doesn't really do this, and um, maybe it's because religion is ingrained in the university. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't find myself having a lot of talks about religion. I don't find myself having to mentor students on religion, or I haven't personally witnessed struggles with students struggling with their identity and religion. And this may be because I don't recognize these struggles because I'm not really sure what to look for. So this one's a little bit of a challenge for me. And it made me really think about what I should be doing or what I should look out for and be able to help others with. So that being said, one of the ones I did think that I would be able to relate to and work on is encouraging mentorship. And basically, what I think about when it's stating that is that I would recommend this student to somebody who would know more on to help. And I've done that in different situations, not necessarily on situations um, of religion, but I have definitely done that on situations regarding lack thereof religion, atheism, agnostic. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sick. Um, I've done that. I've also done it on some social justice situations where I've had a resident, and I've spoke about him before on our vlogs, so this might sound similar. But I've recommended him to people that I know that are much more apt and much more knowledgeable on these topics and can speak about it in a better way than I can. While may be able to understand this material and parse through it and reflect it on myself, I don't feel that I am yet at a level where I can educate another person on it in order to help them better themselves. I think that there are some areas I'm very strong at that and I think there's other areas that I'm just not there yet. And I don't want to be giving this information when I know there's some other people out there that can definitely speak about it better and can build those relationships. So I've done that. I'm all about encouraging mentorship. I love mentoring people. I just want to make sure that I am the best person fit for that person. And it's kind of a mentality I take for a lot of things is people need to pick what's best for them. And if I'm not the best mentor for somebody, I'll be more than happy to send them off to somebody that I know that would be that best mentor. So I see a lot of that. I've done a lot of that, but as pertaining to religion, not so much. I've not witnessed so many struggles. I have not had that. That would be a situation that I haven't run into yet. I have, in a way, working on the campus at a public university. I think that is a little bit more of a challenge to speak about religion. I think that raising awareness about religious holidays can be a struggle because we're not allowed to espouse values of religiosity unless we were related to a Jesuit university or a Christian university of some sort. So I think that we have to be careful and walk a fine line. But I have had a Christmas party here, and yes, I called it a Christmas party. Most people call it a holiday party. But we did it on the basis of that we celebrated Halloween, and my supervisor kind of helped me walk through this. That since we can celebrate Halloween, and we do celebrate Halloween, that is a pagan religious holiday, that it is fair to equally represent other religions, and so we've had a couple other ones. So like Christmas being the second example, we've done that, which was really good. A lot of the students love it. I think that might have to do a lot with the fact that the students here are, from what I've noticed and observed, this is very anecdotal, but largely Christian based. So I think that has a lot to do with it. But for as far as how I personally would foster a sense of inclusivity and strategy of inclusivity is encouraging mentorship. I think that mentors make the most meaningful, impactful, and long-lasting relationships with people. I think a lot of the times I've been mentored, and it was that's where I learned most of my life lessons, and that's where I've really fostered. You could tell me to my face a million times, this is what you should and shouldn't be doing, and I would be more likely to listen to somebody that I respected and looked up to. So I'm saying that this could be a similar case for a lot of our students. So that being said, I do always encourage mentorship. I would definitely, still will refer them to people that are more knowledgeable in that field. And that's how I foster it. But looking at this, it really made me realize that our campus for really does not do a whole lot to foster a religious sense. They have a lot of on-campus religious groups and student organizations, but I think that's the side that we struggle with, being that we're a public university, that we can only do so much until we had to refer them to somewhere else, or walk a thin line of espousing our own identities and values onto another person that we may not intentionally try to do. And that's always a really fine line to walk, when I think you have to balance your own beliefs and not try to force them on somebody else. And sometimes that's really hard to do, because we are people and we're persons, and we're human, and we have our own beliefs, and sometimes it's really hard to separate those. So I think that's something you have to be cognizant of moving in, and I think that it speaks of cognizant and intersecting identities. And speaking about the monolithic group of being like, students shouldn't be viewed if they're this religious, this not this monolithic group, but I think it also hits on something else, is that as professionals, we have intersecting identities. We are humans. We have our own personal life, and this is an argument that I saw being made at NASPA, that something that I've been playing around with and thinking about as always being on and off. And some have made an argument that if you always have to be on, you're not in the right profession. I'm not going to get into that, but I think what is important is to realize that you have limitations. You can be a professional and espouse values all day long, but you have your other underlying values and beliefs that you believe in, and you have to be careful and cognizant of that moving in, of your own identities, and try not to put them on other people. And so I think that's really important. I also think that as a whole, looking at this, Valdosta State doesn't do a lot in regards to facilitating religious groups. They allow them to have groups, but they're all student run. So this is going to help me if I've ever run into this situation, but this is not yet something I've experienced. So that's about as all I can speak on it. Look forward to seeing you all in class. If we have class, I don't know. I've heard that we may not. But I look forward to seeing you all and cannot wait to discuss this. Have a nice day, guys.